YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here, back in the Octavian's Rome campaign, and we are about to get into some pretty serious action. We're going to try and finish off the Pompeian forces here, and I might take this navy and see if we can go potentially hunt some of these transport fleets that are running around. And I'm going to go ahead and get this spy over into North Africa. In preparation for trying to disable Lepidus. And then this spy up here, I thought we had a spy up here as well. Oh yeah, we do. This spy is going to need to get leveled up quickly because we're going to need some poisoning to help assist us. So what I'm going to do, I guess, from a strategy standpoint in Iberia, is I'm going to take this army and push this way, take this army and push this way, and then hopefully we can kind of come back around and meet here, hoping that garrison forces can hold off some of the stuff. But we'll try and swing through, like I said, and just kind of wrap up Iberia all together, and then we can always leave just some kind of guard here at the Herculean gates, or the Pillars of Hercules, whatever they call it. So yeah, we'll just try that and see how it works. And once we control Iberia, that ought to help boost our income. I think there's some silver resources there as well. And it looks like we need to end this turn. But let's upgrade this spy first. I think I'm going to try and save a little money for a few turns so that whenever my research is complete, I can go ahead and look at that. Pompey's force is just running all around, just trying to get away from me. He's going to try and get to Careless. I'll just take my navy back there. If they're going to attack, they're going to have a hard time pulling it off. They could try and siege me out, but I can easily take their last settlement and then turn around with Octavian by that point.
My lord and
Okay, accepted a non-aggression pact from the Gaetuli. No reason not to at this point.
I set aside my sword.
Still don't know why you need military access. Okay. So Pompey's Rome, that's the invasion force that landed right here. It's in forced march and it's not doing well. They do have a spy here though, which is not going to help. Okay. My income is actually recovering nicely even though I'm picking up even more troops. So we're going to auto-resolve this at Ilaria. And that means that Pompey's Rome has now lost all their territories. My Imperium just shot up a little. Let's see if that changes. Yeah, so there's now a chance for civil war. Instead, this indicates the likelihood. So it's actually a pretty low chance for civil war. My influence is too high, though, so I'm going to need to get that influence down some. Not quite sure how I'll do that yet, but we'll worry about it later. Let's go ahead and invade Lepidus territory here. I've got troops training on Sicily. It'll be a substantial enough force to hold Lepidus at bay if he tries to come through Sicily. So I think that we can put the hammer blow on Lepidus fairly quick, and then hopefully we can just befriend some of the client states. I may not need to attack them. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, like, you look at the Iberian Confederation. Oh, actually, they're at war with Lepidus now.
Greetings, friend. We will speak together of whatever. You have spoken.
I'm going to offer
I can accept for my
a defensive alliance,
that good will come
and then
today.
I'll join the war against Lepidus Rome. Nope, they're not interested. Whatever, I just won't attack them. And eventually they may come around in their feelings towards me, so we'll kind of see how that works. What about Numidia? Let's see if we could potentially turn Numidia against... So Numidia hates the Iberian Confederation, so they're not going to like it whenever I work with them. They also hate Pompey's Rome, so... But they're actually no friend, or they're a client state of Lepidus. So that'll be interesting. I would really like to get Numidia on my side. It looks like Egypt. Let's see what Egypt's stance is here. They're a client state of Antony's Rome. They hate Lepidus.
Greetings. We are civilized folk, so you may speak.
Not interested in a trade agreement, but let's go up here to Antony's Rome.
You are welcome, but that welcome can become a farewell if you waste my time.
So I'm going to offer to join their war against Lepidus Rome. And let's see if we can get a trade agreement out of it just to start building relations between the two factions. Still low. Trying to sweeten the deal. I mean, I'd be willing to pay quite a bit. They are just not interested in a trade agreement, apparently. But the payment should boost our relationship a little bit, too. Let's just give it a shot and see. Right now, they're minus 146 with me, which is quite bad. And it's because of the cultural aversion. Jeez, 140 cultural aversion. That's insane. I don't know that that can ever really be overcome. So I don't even know if this is worthwhile. I think I'm just going to ignore it. They're going to already like me a little better just from going to war with Lepidus. So, I mean, that's... honestly, it's a little bit insane. Probably no sense in spending all my money on it. Alright, so Antony's legion has leveled up. Formidable fighters. I'm going to go with inexorable conquerors, I believe, but let me check these others. Yeah, let's go with inexorable conquerors. And we've got a veteran legionnaire, 2 legions, 2 vigiles, plebs, 2 velites, protecting against a fairly ragtag army, but I'm going to leave this fleet here to protect just for now. Ah, there's Pompey's son right there. Pompeius Magnus, Sextus Pompeius Magnus. So that's the guy we're looking for. We're going to need to kill him and his other fleets over here. Still don't think we can pick up any mercenaries, so that's going to be a problem. But let's attack Lepidus. I'm gonna just declare war on them. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna trespass them and get right up next to their. Oh, look, they've abandoned Tarraco. That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Here's one of their good-sized armies here. So, yeah, we should be able to just beat down Lepidus' Rome quickly and decisively. It's kind of my goal at the moment. What buildings? Seemed like I had a... Yeah, we can run. Oh, I don't want to forget. Seems like I tore down a... Yep, there we go. Had a slum going on up here that some of you are like, Heir, you're doing it again! I know. Heir's just kind of slow that way. Alright. Got some, I'm going to go ahead and keep this temple. I'll just do the one that gives me a boost to some wealth. And then we'll throw down a... let's throw down a fishing port just to balance things out. And let's go with a civil settlement because it'll boost public order. Alright. I think we're set through the end of this turn. Yeah. On the next turn, I'll go chase down some of Pompey's forces. And then we'll declare war on Lepidus. Oh, got some skills that we need to take care of. This agent has leveled up again, which is great, which means we can get even more military training on him. And then this agent has leveled up, so we can get closer to opening more military training. So we'll get zeal. And now we can end the turn. Like I said, though, we are taking the risk. As my Imperium grows, not going to be good. I guess I could assassinate some of my own family members and see if that changes. It's not like I'd really miss them. May not be a bad idea to get that army in Sicily ready to just assault Carthago and then put an initial hit on Lepidus in Africa and in Iberia so that we can knock them out even quicker. And I'm just kind of hoping to work out a diplomatic agreement with some of the locals. Alright, so we are now at a low civil war chance, which I thought we were already. Yeah, it hasn't really changed. It's just giving me a warning message. Let's see what happens if we try and assassinate one of my own characters to see how it impacts influence. Got a statesman at Rome here. General at Tarraco, general at Genua. What will this do? Let's see. I'd lose senators by doing it, so that won't hurt. Eh. Just assassinated one of my own family members. It drove it down a little bit. Not a lot. course, if I secure promotions for all these guys, it'll go up even more. Could assassinate my... It's only 6 senators for every guy I assassinate, though. I lose senators for trying to assassinate these guys, too. Let's just do that. Then I won't be killing my own men. I'm just doing anything that makes me lose some senators. It'll also probably make them lose some gravitas. But whatever. As long as it kind of just puts the political things back into balance, then it'll be mission accomplished. There we go. Spend some money kind of balancing down the chances for civil war there. So that gives them back a few senators, and I'll try every now and then to just do something like that so I can try and keep stuff in balance. And we'll see how it works. It'll be kind of fun to see if I can avoid a civil war. Of course, if I can't avoid building a Apache factory, I don't know what my chances are of avoiding a civil war, to be quite honest. Okay. These guys, I'm just going to go ahead and take this fleet and get ready to go hunt Pompey's son down here and see if we can kill him. And then we should be ready to besiege Lepidus here. Numidia refused to join Lepidus. So this is actually going to be another easy auto-resolve right here. No sense in fighting that one. What did that say? Client declares independence, Numidia. Alright, so we've taken Tarraconensis, and let's go ahead and start stabilizing this province. And then they've got another city up here. Whoa! They've got 3 forces all up here that may attack me on the next turn. So you're trying to think. Might be kind of fun to just fortify my troops here. We get barricades, replenishment rate, caltrops, all that stuff. Yeah, let's just barricade myself here and see if we can get some of those forces to attack me. It's going to be a difficult fight, but it'll be fun just to see what we can do. Let's see if we can take this spy up here to potentially support if needed. There's a patrician there for Lepidus. Let's see, my spy can level up. This spy, let's put him into agent actions. We're still training, it looks like, for 1 turn to finish off Legio 6. And we're out of money for this turn because I spent so much of it trying to decrease my influence. We have a few more upgrades to drop out here. Let's go with the authority on this guy. And the patrician will open up authority as well. My income's popping back up a little bit too, even with all these troops. We're back over 6,000, and as we capture more territory, I got the achievement at 2. I think that's for assassinating one of my own family members. Alright, so Lepidus is actually going to come back after me. Let's see. These must be ships, which means that I probably don't stand a great chance of sinking them with my tattered little fleet here. Is that a fleet? I'm just going to auto-resolve, and, oh wow, I can actually get a victory if I auto-resolve. Screw you, Pompey. That's awesome. Yep, and they are going to attack my fortified position here. And they have multiple reinforcing armies, so this will be fun. Let's see, they've got a first cohort. They've got quite a few cohorts. I've never defended a fort, though. I don't know if it's a good idea, because they have so many skirmishers. But from a defensible position, one would think that would help me, but then again, it's against the AI, and the AI does better with their bonuses. But who knows, maybe if I can just keep my cav outside the fort. I don't see any substantial cav threat, and I can then just try and come in from behind to take out their skirmishers and eventually rear charge their troops who are fighting against me. Their troops are going to win one-on-one when it's Legion on Legion here, because they get the buffs. And these guys don't have any chevrons yet, but I've got cohorts. I can deploy defenses. So this ought to be fun, actually. I've never defended a fort. Let's give it a shot.
Proud Romans all! Legionaries!
The cavalry. really nowhere to hide my cavalry, but I should be able to keep it out in the open and just avoid the enemy. I'll keep all my cav together though to try and make it the strongest threat as possible. Let's look at my deployables and see what we got. So barricades prevent units from progressing for a short period of time. And where do we deploy? Ah, okay. So barricades, caltrops, and spike traps. So basically I could put a whole bunch of spike traps here. And this will just kind of help me make sure that they can't bring cavalry in, and if they do, that it'll get badly damaged. Though I need to remember that because I'm pretty sure my own cavalry can be damaged by him. So I've got caltrops. And then I'm going to do this just for fun. I'm going to try and bottleneck the enemy more from every direction, like make them have to work around barricades. There. I don't know if this will be a good idea or not. It's going to be fun though. Let's give it a shot. Okay, there's where the main force for Lepidus has come from. They're going to be getting reinforcements though. And it is possible that they're going to just try and lock onto my cav and chase my cav everywhere. But I need to watch out for my own caltrops because I'm pretty sure that they kill my own men too.
Ready and waiting. Double time. Ready for this. Double time.
I do have arrow towers. I don't think they're particularly strong ones, but I have them. And we'll just do a good old fort defense, which is actually something the Romans were quite good at. There. My horsemen are hidden for the time being behind the fort. That'll hopefully help the AI forget about them. I'm going to take my velites out of fire at will. Or out of skirmish, I mean. And they're leaving all their velites behind for the moment. But they have 2 units of war dogs here. I don't know how that affects. Numidian cav could do some damage to me. This is Marcus Lepidus. He's here. Right here on this horse. I believe that's him. Yep. So he's come to the battle himself. We'll have to make sure and kill him. I'll see if I can get a hold of him with my legionary cav when the time comes. Looks like the AI is going to move up all of its melee infantry here.
At speed. At the double. First cohort.
And I really want this to be an attritional thing where I just hold and hold against the enemy forces. Let my arrow towers get some kills. Let my velites get some good throws.
At the double! Double time! At the double!
Take all my legions off fire at will, actually. Because I'll save their javelins for an appropriate moment. Okay, good. We're going to get the forces of Lepidus absolutely trapped here. I'm actually going to take my velites off fire at will too and see if we can kind of wait and see what the opportune moment is for taking them down.
Ready and waiting. At the double. Ready. As you command. Yours to command. Quick march. Ready and waiting. Double time. Ready.
Okay, we've got the fort completely defended at the moment. Got more reinforcements coming. My men are holding out quite well for now. I do have Warcry on my Legatus. Let's take advantage of that. first cohorts are still on fire at will. So I'm going to take them off fire at will actually for a moment. Okay, so we do have the enemy pretty well bottlenecked. Let's go see if we can use our cav to run some hammer and anvil strikes to break their morale before the fight drags on too long. My men are kind of out of formation here. Okay, let's see if we can get around these guys. We might be able to drop the morale of these forces enough to get them out. Yeah, so let's see if we can destroy the morale of the forces of Lepidus here. Oh, caltrops. I forgot about the caltrops. This may not be a good idea. Just spike traps over here, though. I don't think I had any caltrops.
As you command, legionary cavalry! Sons of Mars!
It does look like it's having an effect on the morale of the enemy troops. Yeah, I think we can actually break the enemy like this, though. I don't want to let my horsemen take too many casualties. This unit's starting to take some because it's up against Vigiles there.
Understood.
Let's go ahead and pull out of there for a second. This group over here is looking to be in worse shape. There's some auxiliary infantry there, but those guys are getting beat up on pretty bad. Got a lot of enemy infantry incoming. Let's go ahead and try again. Oh, I still see a lot of caltrops there, though. That's kind of a worry for me. I do think I'm going to succeed in destroying these forces here, though, which is good. I'll get rid of them while they still had quite a few men left. And we can wait for the war cry to come back here on the on my general. Good, good, good. We got kind of a break going over here. Over here, it's just gonna have to take a while longer. Sweet. Down to just a unit of legionnaires over here, so I took very, very few losses. I think my men get a boost to melee defense while fighting in the fort too. Come on, get out of here. Come on, really? We'll just fight a battle of attrition here for the most part. Alright. Time to get my cav out of here. I'm going to bring my velites over here. Start getting some javelins in. We've got a nice line kind of set up here where we can defend. There's some mercenary Numidian cav coming after my legionary cav. This is bad. They are under fire from my tower, though, which is good. Getting a whole lot of enemies piled up over here. So let's actually bring an extra legion over here. And as soon as my men are tired, I'll try and remove them from the fight. And then replace them with fresh troops. I really want to get all the enemy troops committed over here. Crap, that Numidian cav's screwing me over. Catch them. So I managed to catch a few of them here. Yeah, we've killed quite a few of those Numidian cav. Now the Numidian cav's going to attack me because they're near enough to these mercenary Numidian javelin men. So I'm actually going to ignore the cav at this point. And I'm going to turn those guys on fire at will. Bring another unit up here and do the same thing. They've got javelins coming over the walls at me. It's bad. And I need to get reinforcements over here to the cav fight.
Romans ready for duty. Melee infantry ready. Brave Romans to a man. At the double! Commander, at your service.
Put some war cry down here. We're trying to beat down an Iberian cav. That's mainly what's got us held up. Oh, no, no, stay away from the caltrops, you dummies. I'm going to try and just stay away from the Scutari cav. Come on. Ignore it. It'll get shot by the towers. That's not good. Really don't want to be losing my cav right now. But I'm getting a lot of javelins in on these troops over here. Of course, they're getting a lot of javelins in on me too, but fortunately javelins have kind of, I think, been nerfed quite a bit. But I still want to go ahead and finish off all their javelin troops here. The Scutari cav came through the caltrops. You can see they actually lost quite a few men, and they're going to be stopped by my legionnaires there. I'm just going to let my velites continue to unload all their javelins here. There we go. So we're dealing with most of the enemy skirmish units. Their Scutari cav just got wiped out. No longer a threat over here. So let's bring these legions back to this side of the fight. That Iberian cav's gone. Marcus Lepidus is moving this way. Let's knock out the rest of these troops here so I can focus on him. I'm just going to try and put some crushing pressure up against all this infantry over here. Got more javelins incoming. I'm going to need to go silence them quickly. Go! What do we got here? Mercenary Iberian swordsmen. We have to stay away from them. The AI just kind of has like ladder formations of javelins set up, so we're going to have to watch out. And then those Iberian swordsmen are going to try and get here. Bring my Legatus over here. Yeah, those Iberian swordsmen are now unloading javelins. I mean, just javelins are a problem for cav. They're actually very effective versus cav. And then they've got more guys up here unloading javelins on my reserve troops. I'm going to try and get to them, though. And I really, really want to kill Lepidus.
Yes, Commander! First cohort! At speed! Legionaries!
So I'm going to really start pouring the pressure on to all the troops from Lepidus here. Really start blobbing into him.
Orders understood! Legionary cavalry!
Okay, the velites. Destroy them.
The enemy general is dead.
So they lost another general, so 2 of the generals from the reinforcing armies are gone. I think so far defending this fort ended up being a great plan. Okay, pretty much all of the skirmish troops from the enemy are gone now as well. And their infantry starting to break en masse. Just avoid these last few remaining troops, and let's see if we can take out Lepidus. Ooh, there's war dogs back there too. So killing Lepidus may be more of a challenge than I want. Let's take out these levies real quick because they're going to try and throw javelins at me. Yeah, we've actually got a break of enemy forces over here. Alright, so they've got their Iberian swordsmen out here throwing all their javelins first. Not a bad plan by the AI actually to utilize its javelins here. I'm gonna go into Flying Wedge. See if we can take out Marcus Lepidus. He's standing out here.
One of our units is
Never came to join the fight for whatever reason. Flying Wedge boosts my charge and attack a little, so I'm kind of hoping that'll help. But General's Bodyguard's not a particularly powerful unit, but it's strong enough to hold out. It's a defensive cav unit. It's just small in numbers. So Lepidus is now surrounded by my legionary cav. Shouldn't be able to get away. And he's starting to lose some men. Like I said, this is going to be a grind out, and AI gets boost. Plus it's a general's unit, so it's going to have good morale. And he's actually beating my men decisively right now. This is annoying. Yeah, it looks like Lepidus is going to escape. The general's bodyguard unit's going to beat down 40 legionary cav. Which, my guys have a bonus versus large too, so that's pretty annoying. But like I said, a bodyguard's got good armor and good health, so they hold up longer than you'd like.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful.
But his infantry forces have just been utterly annihilated. There's no caltrops over here. Oh, they're about to release the hounds. Lepidus is still alive. He's right here. He's kind of holding back from the fight a little bit. Wonder if we'll get to see him get killed. Oh, javelin's coming in against my men.
Our men flee the field
Yep,
of
so
battle.
Lepidus managed to beat back both my cavalry units, but the javelins are killing some of his own bodyguard. That would have been funny if they javelined their own general. They very nearly did. Alright, so his infantry is absolutely gone.
An entire unit has perished.
Let's get our general safe. We can still take out Lepidus. They have more reinforcing troops coming onto the field, actually. Holy crap. I guess there's like a whole nother army, and I just lost all of my cavalry. Ah, great.
One of our units has used all its
That's just
ammunition.
brilliant. So yeah, all of his skirmishers are now coming on the field now that I've gotten rid of all my cavalry. The only one I haven't gotten rid of is my legatus. So what I'll do is just pull my men far back into the fort so that it forces their skirmishers to have to try and come inside the fort or be shot by my towers. We've just got a few more of their infantry units to knock out here that have regrouped. Holy skirmisher town. Look at this. Mercenary Iberian slingers, levies. Just a horde of skirmishers coming in. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let them get in, and then I'll attack them with my forces. That way they can't just sit back and unload ammo on me. So, because they'll try and get in and capture the, go for the capture point, I think. The long-range stuff, like Mercenary Rhodian Slinger, or Iberian Swordsman. I thought there was Rhodian Slingers, and I was like, what the screw? Yeah, they're going to come in and try and capture the capture points.
Sons of Mars! Double time, Commander! Yes, Commander! At the double!
And I'm not going to let them take my towers.
To charge!
Sure enough, they've got Iberian swordsmen and javelins that are going to unload on me, so I got a horde of javelins coming in, and there's not a whole lot I can do other than to go into Testudo and pray if it gets too crazy. So that's going to actually be a little bit of a problem. No more reinforcing units coming, though. I can use the walls to protect myself against the slinger fire, I think. Yeah, so see here, the enemy is in a conundrum. I'm going to go ahead and turn my javelins on fire at will.
Quick march!
See if I can get my guys against the walls.
Break on! Ready and waiting.
Try not to give these guys an angle. I mean, I'm getting hit with an absorbent amount of javelins at this point.
Break off! Melee infantry at your command.
Yeah, see how I can kind of get against the wall right here, though? It'll protect my men from skirmish fire.
Quick march!
So they're going to come in over here and try and do it.
Legionaries!
Let's take my tattered legions, keep them in the back,
Orders understood. Ready
bring in
and
the
waiting.
units that are at a higher health.
Ready and waiting.
So they've expended their war dogs. Only 8 men left in Lepidus' bodyguard. If I can get these... Yeah, see here how their skirmish units are not in a good position. They're getting shot by my towers, and their javelins are just sticking in the walls. So, yeah, you can see there's a lot of javelins stuck in the walls here. Check that out. So, using that to use up their ammo. And I'll just keep a lot of my forces back here in reserve. I have a couple of velites with some ammo, but I'm gonna save them for late game. And I've got a whole bunch of men kind of grouped up together here. Let's not give them the benefit of being able to fire at a blob target. Yeah, this is great right here. We're absorbing so much skirmish ammo. Lepidus is now up here with the all the skirmishers, so I don't have a clean charge at him. I mean, I could take my general out. It's just a huge risk. Of course, he's not a general that I particularly care about. You know what I could do? Let's take these velites out here. All of them, actually. And let's see if we can get out and around and cause some trouble for these skirmishers and for Lepidus himself. Oh, I think Lepidus... Oh, yeah, here he is. He's coming to the fight, down to 4 men.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Where is he? Here he is, Lepidus right there. Oh, a caltrop! Marcus Lepidus dies on a caltrop. At least I'm pretty sure that was him. He was the one all dressed up in armor. So we're going to end that battle. That pretty much took the whole episode. Wow, so that was an epic defense. Killed 2,061 soldiers, but they lost a whole lot more to my arrow towers and stuff. So 28, and traps and caltrops and all that kind of stuff. I did lose my legionary cav, probably. All of it. It's going to need to be retrained. I might be able to pick up some mercenary cav in the meantime. Oh wow, 3 units of it stuck around, actually. So we did deal a pretty big defeat to his forces here. We're going to need to actually kill these survivors, and we're going to need to hunt down the remnants of their armies there before they can get away and retrain, and get my own men retraining, because that's going to be the only way to really affect a massive victory out of that. But that was great. All right.
Can you spare men?
I'm going to join the war against Simones.
These people need death.
No, I
They
don't
would
really
welcome it at your hands.
care to do that. You shouldn't have started a war with them, because I don't feel like joining it. All right. So that is all the time I have for this episode. Still a low Civil War chance. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Heir of Carthage signing off for now.